team, you know, you look and they don't do much and they don't do much, but there comes a point in the game when they can rise to another level. And if they're going to do it, this wouldn't be a bad time to make that rise.
49ers only have 20 yards on the ground. Here's Young to throw it. Tripped up almost, gets out of 2 traps, finally gets up to about the 8. Wes Hopkins finally made sure he stayed down.
Yeah, I think that makes you appreciate that tackle by Seth Joyner earlier, that open field tackle on a 3rd down when he tackled Steve Young, because he is so difficult to tackle, because he's not only big and strong and quick, but you see what happened. Byron Evans, who has made all those big hits on the running backs, couldn't get Steve Young. Byron Evans makes that tackle. He's MVP in his first half defensively.
3rd down. About 8. Young to throw it again. To Taylor, and Taylor is off. Taylor chased down by William Thomas. Flag on the play.
They said John Taylor when he's healthy, and there's another flag down. I think there's a fight on the sideline where someone argued with an official because they just threw another flag. And that second one that came out, I'm sure, is going to be against the Eagles because it was either on their bench or on their players.
There were no 49ers around.
Rule completed. There's no infraction on the play. 1st down.
2 flags, no infraction.
I don't know, but that second one they just pulled out right at the end of the play. But, you know, you talk about Jerry Rice. John Taylor is a big, strong, fast guy. One of the best runners after he catches a ball in football. Of course, we know he's coming off a broken leg. He doesn't have his speed back yet. But when he does have all those things going, he's the most underrated player in the league.
Amp Lee, the ball carrier. Taylor with a big size advantage over the man who was covering him on that long game, McMillan. 10-0 49ers.
Here's John Taylor right here. Here's Mark McMillan, the 5'6" corner. Now, when you get the blitz and the safety coming this way, this is a problem. You see, you got one-on-one man coverage with no help. You see, the safety has to come over to cover on this side because of the blitz. Once Taylor catches a ball, there's no one else there to help McMillan. And you're going to get a big play.
2nd and 9. There's Young going to take off. And from the sideline, that last little move, that just gives you an indication of what an athlete he is.
You know, and Steve Young was telling us yesterday that some guys, you know, some teams will keep a guy there to spy on him. I think Seth Joyner was trying to do that then. And Steve Young says, that's just a waste of a guy. I like that when they do that. But just watch him. Someone is just going to wait. You see, if we can just stop it right here and see here. Here he's spying him. See, he's watching him. Here's Young. He's just waiting for him. That's Seth Joyner. Okay, now Young says he can't do anything about it anyway. You see that Joyner was there. That was his job. Spy him, go tackle him. But you can't do anything about it.
Stopped by Eric Allen and Byron Evans.
It's one thing that after Ricky Waters went out, the 49ers have really become a passing team. So I think the Eagles can just become a pass defense team.
Timeout 49ers. 1:30 left to play in the first half. 10-0 San Francisco over Philadelphia. '49ers over the Eagles 10-0. And coming up on the NFL Today halftime report, Greg Terry and Matt Millen will have all the scores and highlights from today's NFL action.
Oh, that's Matt Mill. I thought that was a Matt. Like Greg and Terry were going to be on the mat wrestling or something.
Well, they will be with Matt.
Matt Millen's a guy.
Young to Taylor. Taken down by McMillan.
Trying to hold John Taylor down there because the 49ers are going no huddle. 22 Texas are going to run.
Young will get it underway in a hurry. Now he's out of there. Down at the 15 by McMillan.
You see what Steve Young did to the spy again against Seth Joyner was the guy. And what Young does when he's going to run, he runs right at the spy. He runs right at Seth Joyner, and he makes him miss again. And we just watch it here, and we'll see him stop by. Now watch when he starts to run. Just let him run here. When he starts to run, we'll see Seth Joyner coming in right there. See him make that thing. He got Seth Joyner coming across, and he just went right back across the grain.
One of the Eagle players was shaken up on that last play. So now that's the reason for this delay.
You see Seth Joyner down there wondering what in the heck do you have to do to tackle that guy?
You better be in shape.
Well, the first thing he had him coming right at him and he missed him. Then he had a shot at him coming across the grain and he missed him. And they know that the guy is tough to tackle, but they never know how tough he is to tackle.
There was a timeout call, by the way, by the Eagles. By the 49ers, beg your pardon. Here's Young down this time in the arms of Mike Pitts.
They haven't had much success doing that. Mike Pitts got that sack there. I'll tell you, the guy they've been doing a pretty good job of blocking is Reggie White.
They sure have.
Made a play early. We haven't heard his name much.
2nd and 19. Young again by Mike Pitts. He was the first one there. Now the 49ers have one more timeout remaining.
And they're going backwards fast. They better either kick the ball and not stop going backwards here. Mike Pitts has made 2 plays in a row. A 10-year veteran, you know, he's had that bad knee, hasn't played a heck of a lot, but always was a capable pass rusher. It's tough to throw when you have a hand in your face. You see the first place Pitts go, he tries to get his hand up, and he gets Young's face.
Ball play to Ratman. Ratman down to about the 12. Tripped up by Miano. 12 seconds remain in the first half. Timeout San Francisco. That's their last one. They lead 10-0. 12 seconds to go in the first half. Back at Candlestick Park, Pat Summerall with John Madden. 10-0 49ers. They're trying to make it Kofor is for San Francisco 13-0. From 29 yards out, Pono holding. And no good.
Yeah, Richie Kotite has to feel pretty good about that because the Eagles haven't played well at all this first half, and I think it's a big plus for them only being down 10-0. I think they can go in at halftime. The first thing I would do is straighten out the cleats because I think the Eagles on offense and defense have really had trouble with their footing here. I'd get that straightened out, and then I think that they can pass the ball, but they have to get it to their outside receiver. That double screen is still there also.
8 seconds left in the first half. Cunningham is just going to drop on it. And a flag on the play. And so let's see. If it's against the defensive team, the half can't be over.
You wonder why the guy would call the penalty. The Eagles are ready to go in. They don't want to play anymore this half. The 49ers don't.
Formation on the offense. Ineligible man on the line of scrimmage. Penalties declined. Half is over.
Okay.
That's a long day when you can't even get for a long half when you can't even get your kneel down play in right.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, San Francisco 10, Philadelphia nothing. Back at Candlestick Park, the 49ers 10-0 over the Eagles. Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice is right here.